Wow. That was a very heavy introduction. You put me on the spotlight there. I hope I'm doing all of that. But allow me to introduce myself. Hello. Ah. My name is Ketut Permata Julia Stritsari, and I am the first ever Miss Cosmo from Indonesia. Okay. Before I say anything else, I want all of you to know that I almost said no. I almost said no. Uh, I almost said no to sharing here with all of you. I almost said no to talking for TED Talk XUEF. But not because I have nothing to say. Oh, trust me, I have so many things to say. If you guys follow my journey, you know that I love to talk. I have so many things to say, but I was just worried. What I'm saying, will it be worthy? Will it be relevant? Could you guys relate? Could it help the listener? For the longest time, I think my biggest fear, my biggest fear is not failure. I was never afraid to fail in a sense. I think I'm quite adventurous growing up in such a beautiful island with so many amazing opportunities. I would always try to take them. But what I'm scared of the most is the kind of exposure that is not cameras, light action, not that type of exposure, the kind that see past my outer appearance, the kind that see past what I look like or what I wear, the kind that sees the 100% me, the unsure me, the fearful me, the imperfect me, the me that doesn't have it all figured out. Sometimes fear is not loud. Fear is not always visible. Sometimes fear, it just whispers. It whispers, you're not enough. It whispers to you, you're not enough in everything that you do. Stepping into Miss Cosmo competition, all I hear is you're not enough. And seeing comments on social media and what the media perceives me, it also doesn't help. But then after I win the crown, I still think that I'm not enough. Maybe I will never be enough. And then I realized that it's just a battle that I had to do with my own self. It's just a battle that I had to win myself. It doesn't matter what other people think of me. What matters is what I think of me and what I do for it. Oh, well, when I received the invitation to do a TED Talk, 0% of me was happy. Even though, remembering the early days of Miss Cosmo, I kept on asking the Unimedia team, when am I going to have the opportunity to share, to become a speaker? I want to share my experience, my knowledge, what I believe in. I want to be closer to my audience. But then I received the opportunity, and not just any opportunity, it's TED. I said to my team, are you sure I'm ready for TED? Do you think what I've experienced in Miss Cosmo can help others? Do you think it's worthy enough telling? Do you think I can do it? Because when I come into Miss Cosmo, I felt like my weakest suit was my public speaking skills. And then I remember I kept on telling my audience to not be afraid to fail. So here I am standing, speaking in front of TED audience. And I just want to say that fear is never something to be defeated because you will walk side by side with fear your whole life. I've always waited until fear disappears, but it never does. Do you know what comes for me? Courage. I start showing up. I started doing it, even though I'm scared that I couldn't make it till the end. I still do it. As Miss Cosmo or as a beauty queen, you are expected to know it all and to have it all. But I don't. I really don't. And understanding that you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to have it all figured out, understanding that you just have to be real, real with yourself, real with others, can help you through so much. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to show up anyway. After going through Miss Cosmo, all I can think about, okay, is okay. I've got the crown already. I've got the title already. So now, what do I have to do with it? People kept on saying, okay, you're the first ever Miss Cosmo, so you have this to set the standard really, really high. And then I'm like, are you sure? Do you think I'm suitable for the role? And then the end of my tenure is coming soon. So I think to myself, this is really selfish. You guys should not do this. But I think to myself, I hope whoever wins Miss Cosmo after me will not surpass me, is not better than me. Because I fear that I will be the lesser Miss Cosmo. I fear I will be, oh, the first one was not really that good. I fear that I would be forgotten. That's why I try to fake things. I try to fake it till I make it. People would always say, feel the fear, but still do it anyway. I've done that multiple times. I felt it, but I still do it anyway. Yes, it's good. But what people don't tell you is when you keep on doing it, when you keep on forcing yourself to do it, it's very tiring. It's like having to put up an act every day in your life. It's its own kind of prison because pretending that you're fearless, pretending that you have confidence is not the same with actually having confidence. That's why I say fear is not something to be eradicated. It's something you walk side by side with. Understanding your fear, knowing why you fear it, knowing your weakness, and working on it. As the first ever Miss Cosmo, I'm supposed to tell you to not be afraid. But the more I think about it, I think it's really hard, right? It's really hard to not be afraid. Okay, then be afraid. Be afraid, but still do it anyway. Be afraid, but still show up anyway. Break that bubble, get out of your comfort zone. I have a favorite quote. It's from Carl Jung. He said, the privilege of a lifetime is to be who you really are. And that's what I want to preach to all of you here. The privilege of a lifetime is to show who you really are. You don't have to pretend. Yes, I have the crown. Yes, I have the title. I'm not going to be what Miss Cosmo is looking for. I'm going to be me and I'm going to live my life the fullest. If turns out that who I am and how I present myself is not what the audience wants, then I will send you my deepest condolences and I am so sorry. But I live my life for me and I live my life to inspire others to do the same like me. In Miss Cosmo, we have a saying, shoot for the moon. Even if you fall, even if you fail, you will land among the stars. And I hope all of you will come with me to dream big today. Just shoot for the moon because you'll land amongst the great. Thank you.